Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Quick Break Games, and today we're going to be talking about two LEGO games from 2K. So we've got LEGO 2K Drive, the racing game that released last year, and we've got the upcoming leaked/rumored LEGO 2K Goal, the soccer game coming, because it looks like we've got some unfortunate bad news for both of these titles. So how about we start off with LEGO 2K Drive. So most recently this game had its Season 4 launch last month in March. Added a new biome, some new game modes, some new racetracks. It was actually probably the best season of the entire game so far, which was really cool. And that all went very well. But it looks like this game will not be getting a Year 2. Year 2 has sort of been halfway implied, I would say, because throughout this entire first year, they always refer to it as Year 1 Season 2 or Year 1 Season 4 or whatever, kind of implying that a Year 2 could come in the future. But based on some new information that I'm about to talk about, it looks like that's probably not going to be happening. So where am I getting this information? Well, there is a developer at 2K, at Visual Concepts, which is the developer behind LEGO 2K Drive, who joined the LEGO 2K Drive Discord back in March, around the time that this Season 4 began. He goes by the username of DarkBHawk, and this is all available. You can see it yourself. If you have a Discord account, just join the LEGO 2K Drive Discord. You can search for it on Google and join right in, and read all of this for yourself. And this developer, DarkBHawk, he's actually been pretty active in this Discord, and I found some chat messages from him in the Discord that I think are pretty interesting, and so we're going to go over those here today. So up first here, we have a user that asked, might there ever be hope for a LEGO 2K Drive 2, the second one? Or probably not. And then he responds with, maybe someday, but the response to this one doesn't exactly scream for a sequel, as much as we appreciate you all here. And then continuing on from that, we have this other question from a different user that says, do you/LEGO have an idea or wild speculations about why it wasn't more successful, referring to LEGO 2K Drive? Then he responds with, I can't speak much on it, but there's many factors at play that we believe limited its success. So that just tells you right there that the game did not do very well, which I kind of had a feeling. I've talked about this many times on the channel, but just playing the game online, there is a very low number of players on the online player base, which is really unfortunate considering this game supports crossplay with everything except the Nintendo Switch. So, you really have three systems, Xbox, PlayStation, PC kind of all playing together, and the player base is still tiny. When you're playing races, usually there's only one or two online lobbies going at once, which kind of means that there's usually no more than 10 players playing online at once, at least in my experience. And also the side modes, like you got the Brick Brawl Battle mode and the new Hockey mode that they just added in Season 4. Both of those modes, it's almost impossible to find players online. Like when you search for a lobby, most of the time it just makes you host and you just kind of have to sit there and wait for maybe somebody to join, and usually then it's only one other person. So there's basically no one playing the side modes online. So overall, just based on the online player base, I've noticed it definitely doesn't seem like there's too many people playing. And just generally online, when you look on YouTube, I'm pretty much one of the only YouTubers consistently making videos about this game. So, it definitely seems like the player base for this game was much smaller, than your typical TT Games LEGO game, for example. And then continuing on from that, we have another user that asked, does your statement mean that the game will get no future updates? And he responds with, I can neither confirm or deny. So there you go, that definitely doesn't sound good to me about the future of this game. And then he must have missed the developer's response there, because a few days later, that same user asked again, did anyone say that the game is getting no more updates or content? And then the developer responded with, can't say for sure, I'm no longer on the project going forwards, this is my final act. So it seems 2K is taking developers away from 2K Drive, so this seems very unlikely that we are going to get a Year 2 with, another 4 seasons of content, which to me is really unfortunate. I really enjoyed the game. I think the gameplay was great, the open worlds were fun to explore, and the online play was pretty addictive, trying to grind through those 4 drive passes that we got throughout Year 1. Personally, I think what hurt the game was the marketing. The game was announced about 2 months before it released, and the game was in development for 5 years or something like that. This was definitely considered a AAA game by 2K. So they kept it quiet for a very long time, and I think they could have been doing at least a little bit of promotion during that 5-year time span. So it had poor marketing, plus a lot of people heard about the microtransactions and were completely turned off, didn't even give the game a chance. I've made videos on this, but the microtransactions were not bad at all in my opinion, and since launch they've only gotten better. I see zero reason to spend money on them, so really it's kind of a non-issue. I think if 2K had just not put them in the game at all, I think a lot more people would have potentially bought the game and been more open to it. So yes, it looks like the future of LEGO 2K Drive may not be too bright, at least for now. But another thing I want to talk about in this video is LEGO 2K Goooal, and it looks like potentially things aren't going too well there either. So in the LEGO 2K Drive Discord, we have this user that said, I bet it'll be a lot easier for 2K Goooal, you only need minifigures there. He's referring to like all the assets and stuff you have to build, like with 2K Drive you had to build vehicles and all that. And we have the developer here responding with, I certainly hope any future LEGO games have an easier time than we did. We were the guinea pig in many ways. So to me, this screams that LEGO 2K Drive had a pretty rough development, and unfortunately, I don't think the developers working on 2K Goooal are having a good time either, considering we still don't have an announcement of it. Also, I know this developer just worked on LEGO 2K Drive and everything, and he's not confirming or denying the leaks, but it is kind of funny how he is kind of semi-acknowledging LEGO 2K Goal's existence by responding to that post. But anyway, let's talk more about LEGO 2K Goal potentially being canceled. So this past week, we actually got this article from The Hollywood Reporter. It says, Take-Two Interactive to lay off 5% of workforce as video game giant restructures. So if we read this article, it says Take-Two Interactive will be cutting the company's workforce by 5% as part of a broader cost reduction plan. The plan, which was approved by the board of directors of the video game publisher Tuesday, also includes eliminating several projects in development and streamlining its organizational structure, leading to the layoffs. The company expects to bring in $165 million in cost savings. And then this last sentence is very important. It says the company did not name the projects to be eliminated. So while we don't have confirmation here, to me it seems like LEGO 2K Goal very well could be one of those projects to be eliminated. And the reason I think that is just because the game hasn't been announced yet. The latest kind of rumor about this game is that the Euro 2024, the soccer championship in Europe, goes from June 14th to July 14th this year. So there's kind of speculation that the game would be released around that time, which, makes sense. But if they're going to do like the 2-month marketing cycle that LEGO 2K Drive had, that means that the game really should have been kind of announced this month here in April, and at the time of this video recording, we still have nothing. It's very wild when you think about it, like the box art for the game has just been leaked on the internet for several months now, and 2K just refuses to acknowledge it. Because it seems like this game was originally supposed to come out around September of last year, so I really don't know what's going on with this, and I'm kind of afraid it might be one of the projects that are canceled. And another thing I want to bring up is that LEGO and 2K supposedly have a contract for 3 LEGO games. We know LEGO 2K Drive is one of them, and then we got the soccer game and then another sports game that we don't know about yet. So we don't know the details of what's in this contract, but I'm wondering if they're even allowed to cancel any of these games, like if they've made an agreement with LEGO, like, hey, we're going to make 3 LEGO games for you. They released 2K Drive, like, are they allowed to just cancel one of those and just not release it? I guess I would have to read their contract, which I don't think is publicly available. So guys, I just wanted to give those latest updates on LEGO 2K Drive. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting a year 2 for that game. And then LEGO 2K Goal, it could potentially be one of the games that 2K is canceling. We just don't know for sure yet. Hopefully we get an announcement soon. So let me know what you guys think about all of this. Like this video if you learned something new. Dislike it if not. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.